Happening here, Wicked is on stage now at PPAC, and just about everyone knows the story of Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, but you may not know what happened just before Dorothy's house crashed in on Munchkinland. That's the story behind the award-winning Broadway musical, and last week I had the chance to see the play and then talk to one of the leads, Richard H. Blake, who plays Fiyero. Take a look at part of my interview with him. What is this story? What is there to say about before Dorothy came to Oz?
Well, it's interesting. It's not technically a prequel. It's just the story of how the two witches, the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda the Good Witch, sort of became who they are, and their relationship that most people, obviously don't know about. It's a great don't judge a book by its cover story. The characters aren't really what you might think. The evil Wicked Witch of the West really isn't that evil, and the Glinda the Good Witch isn't really all that good, and Fiyero, my role, isn't really that stupid, so I as a person maybe, but the role itself is not. But it's it's a timeless story, and it's really, really smart the way Gregory Maguire sort of intertwined what people know of the Wizard of Oz, and Wicked.
Tell me a little bit about, are you from Providence?
I was born in Providence, raised in Cranston.
Okay. You're a Cranston boy.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Right off Park Ave. And then I moved to New York. I started working when I was a kid, so we moved to New York when I was young.
So tell me about, where did you go to school in Cranston?
Well, my elementary school, I went to Eden Park Elementary School. And then I started at Parkview Junior High before I ended up having to go. I'd do I think a TV show is what took me out of town first, and so I left and had to leave my school year and went and did tutoring from there on out, homeschooling. Do you still have family in the area? I do have some. I have a couple of aunts and uncles still here, but mostly just friends. I'm staying with friends now. And
that's very cool. Yeah. So what is it like to be? Aside from when you're in Providence and are able to stay with friends, what is it like to travel with a show like this? How often are you on the road?
Well, this show is fantastic because we do sit-downs. Some of the tours I've been on are 1 week stays in each city, so you're traveling every week. You're really living out of a suitcase. Because this show is so huge and sells so well, because it's such a great show, we end up staying for at least 4 weeks in every city. And when you do that, you get to get an apartment for a week. You stay in like corporate housing, and we get kitchens, and you get to unpack and feel kind of normal. It's a lot better than just living out of a suitcase in hotels all the time.
That's very cool. Tell me a little bit about why you think people should, if they haven't seen Wicked, having it right in your own backyard, why should they go see it?
Well, if I can speak candidly, I can say that I have made my living as an actor my whole life, and I don't see a lot of musical theater. And I saw this show, and I loved it. It's a great show. The music is amazing. The story is amazing. And I'm not just saying it because I'm in it. This is weird. I don't really enjoy a lot of musical theater. I'm being completely honest. And so this one I loved. It's truly a timeless story. It is funny. It's touching. It's tense at times. It's got a little action. It's got a little bit of everything, and it's great for the whole family, from young kids to senior citizens.
How cool is it that he's a Cranston native on top of it, right? And you can check out my full interview with Richard online now at foxprovidence.com.